9 podcasts.
Well, he scared me
Concern.
off. Maybe that's the goal. He just doesn't want anyone
Anyone
to
else,
ever
yeah.
be there. So he just makes it really uncomfortable for everyone.
So maybe I'll start grunting.
Because imagine if I started going lip seriously like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not,
ridiculous.
sorry. Have some decorum.
Yeah.
Try. Try before you die.
Lib's obsessed with the jumper I'm wearing.
Says sorry I'm late, which couldn't depict you any better.
It says, sorry, I'm late again.
Oh,
but
again.
you just can't see again because it's tucked in.
That's even more relevant to you.
Mum actually bought it for me.
I must say, it's a spectacular jumper.
It's
And-
oversized.
But also, Mum bought you that, which probably would have cost like over $100, and
Oh,
she
here
bought
we
me a chocolate shaker to put the chocolate in to put on top of my cappuccino, which probably would have cost about $20. So, Mum, where's the rest of my gift?
Oh, that sounds
Yeah, it does. It does.
Nepo baby.
No, but I'm just jealous because I really, really, really like that jumper.
Oh, well, I told you, get it in a different colour.
I don't like us having the same
No.
clothes. You always copy me. I don't copy you because I don't want us dressed the same.
I don't want to get into another argument, but Lib doesn't allow us to wear the same things or resemble each other in any way, and I could not care less.
Well, people already say you look like twins and stuff, so I just don't want to even go further and make people think that even more so.
Thank you to Mum for being very thoughtful and gifting us gifts that she for no reason. And I'm sorry that your daughter, or one of your daughters, sounds ungrateful that she didn't like her cappuccino chocolate
No,
shaker.
I actually loved it because I've been looking for one of those for ages because you know how much I love chocolate on top of my cappuccino. And if I go to the cafe and ask for a cappuccino and they don't put chocolate on, I'm that angry.
The chocolate demon comes
the
out.
choco demon comes out for sure.
Let's move on. The most embarrassing thing in the entire world happened to me at Hot Pilates on the weekend, didn't it?
I mean, I feel like this is going to be an exaggeration. Like that's
Sorry.
the most embarrassing thing in the world.
I dare our listeners to top this.
Okay, I bet they can.
Dropped my dirty, Jen, our producer, dirty G-string on the ground in the foyer of our gym. Now, I didn't even know about it when I did it. What makes this even more mortifying is that someone tapped me on the shoulder and said, I think you dropped your undies. She said it so loud, and we're all this Pilates studio is so
Tiny
congested
in the waiting room, yeah.
and you're already stepping on top of each other. So people were walking on my dirty G-string
You should have
as
just
they
been
went
like,
in.
it's not mine.
But well, imagine though if I'd said that and then she'd sort of carried them in and announced like, whose dirty underwear is this?
When you say did they have skid marks and stuff? Yeah, they would have because you were wearing a G-string and you don't always wear a G-string, so they would have been up your anus.
Why couldn't she just tap me on the shoulder and say, you dropped something? Why
Answer my
did she have
question.
to say, you dropped your undies? So what happens is we wear certain clothes to this hot Pilates.
Hot mat Pilates.
Hot mat Pilates. Oh, I'm going to call it Milates.
Okay.
Hot Milates.
Or Pilates. Anyway.
That's a
crack on.
conversation for another time, not around our listeners because it's pretty
Boring.
average. So what was I even saying?
Why couldn't she just say you dropped something?
No. I've moved past that. My point was that, so we do these hot Pilates, then we sort of have a shower or take all our stuff off because it's drenched in sweat.
And we're often going somewhere after, so we just want to be dry and get changed.
So I'll stuff everything into a bag. And then if I don't have time, I'll just load sort of clean stuff on top of it next time we go to another class. So obviously what I've done is grabbed maybe a sweat rag and grabbed the dirty
skiddy
old
undies.
skiddy undies with it. And
So they
flicked
did
it.
have skiddies.
No, it didn't have skiddies, but you know, the
discharge.
stuff crusts a bit, doesn't it? Oh, I didn't really look, but it was obvious that they were used.
Sorry, but I think my pulling the dirty pad out of my pocket when I was in year 12 in front of a whole class of people is worse.
But did the pad unravel?
Like it was a little bit unraveled when I
No,
pulled it out.
It would have just looked like a handful of used tissues or something.
Mate, just because you want to be on top and have the
Yeah.
most embarrassing story, mine is way worse.
But
And also, I've multiple times been at the gym when I've had undies. I've told this story before, actually in my leggings, and I've been like, oh, in the middle of class, oh, what's that lump? And I've pulled it out, and it's dirty undies in the middle of my gym.
Well, at least no one else had to look at them or touch them or announce it to your
Okay,
entire
you
gym.
win.
Oh, thank you. That's all I needed to know.
All right, I've got speaking of embarrassing sort of gym stories, it's half gym, half not. So I have a personal trainer at the moment just because of my hip and everything. And he's obviously incredibly qualified. He knows all the correct techniques, etc. to do. Now, I often like to film my own workouts in the home gym and post them on social media. I had quite a backlog of workouts that I'd filmed before going to see him. So I probably didn't have the most amazing technique in these workouts, but I wanted to post them anyway because I put a lot of work into editing them and doing the exercises and so forth. So I was like, but if he sees these on my social media, he's going to be like, what are you doing? I've taught you better.
Right. So he's going to think it's real-time workouts.
Yes.
But you filmed them earlier.
Yes.
But you still wanted to use them because it was good content.
Yes.
And you're worried he'd be like, are you listening to nothing that I'm telling you?
So what I did was, there's a setting on Instagram where you can like block people from seeing your content. So I went on and I blocked him and his app because he's got an Instagram account for his app that I use as well. I blocked them from seeing my content so that then I could just post it as a story. And then as soon as the story was done, I would go back and unblock him. I forgot to do that. So then a few weeks later, I uploaded a story and it was talking about, or it was doing a recipe
Promoting
or
him.
something,
It was
promoting
promoting
him, and I was saying how great he was and how much he's helped me change. And
You
et
thought it
cetera.
might score you a free session
Training
or
session
something.
maybe. I didn't. I just did it out of the goodness of my heart. And I was like, oh, he sort of didn't comment or like
Say
it
thank you or
say
repost.
anything, and I was a bit flat about it. And I was like, oh, did you see my post? And he was like, no. And he went on his Instagram and it was still live on mine. So he went on and clicked on my story and just like nothing came up. And then it hit me and I was like, oh no, I've blocked you. I fucking blocked you. And then I was like, oh my God, like how weird. Oh, maybe I just did it to my close friends list. Oh, I'll have to add you on that. Oh, I'll just add you now. And anyway, I played so dumb and he believed it. And then he was able to click back on and see my story. But I was mortified because I was like, I blocked him from seeing all my shit.
So I was somewhere the other day and a girl came up to me, not like a block fan or anything before you roll your eyes, but we just had a mutual friend and she said, I actually know such and such who you know. Let's take a photo together and upload it because it was a cute photo and stuff. And then she's like, I have to go in now and block loads of people from seeing this because I'm supposed to be at work today and I've called in a sickie.
Yeah, see?
So it's a dangerous game to play. I feel like I've done stuff before where I've hidden from bosses or family's a big one.
Family. We do that with our
We do
family.
that.
I can't think of an example right
Maybe
now.
if we've pranked them and we don't want them to know that we're uploading it.
Or like if we're surprising them and going home to Adelaide or something and then we
Yes.
post something, I don't know. But we've definitely done that before for sure.
That's surely highly relatable. Send us in your
Yeah.
stories. 1-800 Eliza and Liberty on Instagram.
Yeah, don't try and call that number because it might be some weirdo line, sex line or something.
Do you grunt at the gym?
No, never.
Do people grunt at your gym
Yes.
that you're aware of?
Oh my God, yes.
Do
Not that I'm
they?
aware of, that you just, they
Everyone's
just do it.
aware of. And what do you think of this?
I think it's so unnecessary. It's always the real, I mean, this is like, I feel like quite
Generalising.
stereotyping, but the big,
Steroid-looking people.
yes. And it's just, I feel like they're
Bodybuilders.
just making a scene because I
Yeah.
don't feel like, then there's other people that look the same and are probably lifting heavier that don't do it. It's like tennis players. You know how they,
Sharapova, or whatever her name is.
She used to grunt all the time, but then others don't. Why do you feel the need to do it? I almost feel like at the gym it's an attention-seeking thing a little
but I
bit.
feel like Sharapova was a bit attention-seeking.
Well,
That's a
yeah.
highly controversial opinion.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's lovely.
Yeah.
But it did feel dramatic. I feel like if I played tennis, don't you think I would be a grunter probably?
Probably.
Or like a screecher or a screamer
Yeah.
or
Aw.
you're a racket thrower.
Yeah.
As
I'd
we
rather
know.
be a racket thrower than a grunter, though.
No, Lee, because you get penalised for gear like that.
I know.
You
I'd
can
rather
grunt,
get
but you can't-
penalised for that. Grunting is just so unnecessary.
Well, I was at our building gym the other day and there was a man in there doing weights, and I'll play the audio for you now because you have to hear it to believe it. So our building gym is actually quite large.
oh, it's stunning.
It's wonderful. It has
Wonderful.
everything you could ever
Oh.
need. And this man, it was just him and me, and he knew I was there. He walked past me several times. I don't think grunting's ever acceptable, but I reckon that the only time you should grunt is if you're by yourself.
Do whatever you want, I guess, if you're by yourself. But, yeah, when you're in a communal space, I just feel like, I don't know. I just don't feel like it's necessary. I feel like it's attention seeking. I'm not about it.
And also, it sounds like you're in agony.
Yeah.
So at what point do I step in and say, do you need some help, sir?
Yeah, go on. Why don't you pop in and say, can I spot you, sir?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to bloody lift one.
I'd be absolutely no help.
Yeah. No.
I'd make it worse
You would.
probably because I'd lift a
Absolutely
little
would.
bit and then slam it back down on his ribs.
People do weird. At the moment, there's this lady at my gym. It is truly the most bizarre thing. So she's a little bit older. She wears like a full sort of bandana headscarf thing. She wears Bisley boots, like work boots in the gym. She was wearing a weighted vest, and I've seen her now probably 4 or 5 times, and apparently she's in there for like 4 hours at a time, and she does the most bizarre exercises. And I'm not talking just maybe the wrong way of doing an exercise. Like she'll just be standing there and like fling her leg over a barbell and just like stand there and she just does very, very strange
She's
things to the
training
point
for
where,
a weird,
yeah,
long
but
endurance.
What are you training for? Oh, an endurance race. Why do you need to flick your leg
No.
over a barbell for an endurance race?
I don't know, but she's
Strange gear though. Strange
gear.
She'll put like 4 bands.
Maybe she's going to space. You just never know. She might be doing a submarine or something that you need to do weird, long,
maybe.
funny, strange. She's probably doing oxygen chambers somewhere.
Very strange. But that's an occasion where, I'm one to say, no one cares about what anyone else is doing at the gym, but like everyone looks
You
at
need
this
to go
lady.
and ask. Sorry.
Absolutely no way.
Please go and ask.
No.
Now I simply must
Sorry.
know.
I know.
Well, can people please tell us what they think this could be? Or if if you're listening, sorry that Liv gives you strange looks in the gym. Just let her know what you're doing.
It's almost like calisthenics type gear, but not like stranger. Anyway.
I just think, grunting, it also reminds me of sort of like the sound of orgasming sometimes. And so
Well,
it's either agony or orgasming.
Yeah, because some people orgasm in the gym.
I know we've talked about this on the captain's chair. So I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to leave you be or, get you a finishing tissue or try and help with the weights.
Look, to be honest, I wouldn't be too concerned because the amount you actually frequent that gym
Yeah, I know.
doesn't really
Well, he scared me
concern.
off. Maybe that's the goal. He just doesn't want anyone to
else,
ever be there. So he just makes it really uncomfortable for everyone.
I love it when I've got the gym to myself. So maybe I'll start grunting.
Because imagine if I started going lip seriously like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not,
ridiculous.
sorry. Have some decorum.
Yeah. It's so ridiculous. Hold it in.
Ours, on etiquette. And there is etiquette in different scenarios and different workouts as well. Our sister, when we do hot mat Pilates or Milates together, she won't allow us to speak in the room.
I mean, that is quite an exaggeration. So this space, it's a very zen, calming space where people kind of go in, and at the start of the class, people like lay down, close their eyes. There's even a girl that takes her book and reads, which is quite strange.
Doesn't she?
Yeah, it literally every class we go to, she just lays and reads for the 5 minutes of beforehand that we're in the class. It's very strange, but anyway, whatever floats your boat, you do you. So,
I want to do me. I want to have a chin wag.
Yeah, you would have a loud chin wag like this when you're in a zen space. I think because you were like,
I was
can't
finding out the
remember
crow score.
Oh yeah, like what was the crow? And she's like, shh, just like lower your voice a bit because you're not one to sort of speak super quietly.
Our baby sister had been to a footy match, and I just wanted to know how it eventuated. I don't see anything wrong with that. She's like, I'm not talking. I'll talk to you after.
Yeah.
Other people have conversations, I'm telling you.
She can be quite moody though. So
moody,
one day
bossy.
she might be very, very open to a chat, and then the next time she's like, no, you shouldn't chat in here.
Yeah.
You can't keep up with her,
I
to
just
be
think
fair.
she's using any excuse in the book because she finds an excuse even when we're at a cafe. Shh, doll, I'm just reading the newspaper or something like
To
that.
be fair, it's mostly like just with you because she. I think
you
likes
two
me
get
a bit
along
better.
really well.
Yeah.
It's weird. You've
I
got
mean,
some weird
is it
best friends scenario going. You understand each other.
She's best friends with like everyone in our family.
Except
like
me.
everyone likes her the best.
Because I raised her with discipline.
And I raised her as a sister, which she is our sister. Anyway, I've got another gym etiquette. This whole episode is about gym
Flowed
etiquette.
beautifully.
So we were talking about said Pilates studio before. I was showering the other day because I was going straight to the physio, and my physio massages my hips, which is in my groin. So I don't want to have a stinky vag or a sweaty vag when I go and see my physio. So the shower situation at Pilates is there's like 4 showers in a row, and the one on the end, the water sort of runs down to the other end of the shower. So I always make sure I'm at the highest one. So I'm like,
Yes.
I don't want any gear running down.
You don't want any
I don't want any
poops.
discharge or
Yeah.
boogers or poops or,
Or
anything running down to me.
period or
Yeah.
anything.
So I was
God,
in the
that's
shower.
we're so vulgar.
So vulgar. I was in the shower the other day, and there was someone else in a shower 2 down from me. And I heard them blowing their nose.
No, you can't do that at a public.
Well, this is my
shower.
exact call. So I was like, there is just
there's no world
there's
that's
no
okay.
world where you'd blow your nose in a
Oh my
public
God.
place like that. And it's sort of open. So there's no door, like there's doors on the showers. But, there's the gap at the top, the gap at the bottom. So even people in the waiting area,
Yeah.
people at the front desk, like you can hear everything
You'd
that's
be
going
able to
on in these
identify
showers.
my cankles
Yeah,
walking
100%.
past.
And so I was like, ugh, because if she's blowing her nose and then running it under the tap, like do whatever you need to do at home. I've said before, I don't do that because I have to then hoik the hair out of my drain, which is then going to have gobblies on it. I don't do that. But I'm like picturing, oh my God, if there's someone in the shower
Yuck.
next to her and that's running down,
No,
is
I
that just going to
can't. I actually
like
can't.
flow over her foot or
I can't. But do you know what else? So I sometimes urinate in my toilet. In my toilet.
I know
I
you do.
always
See,
in
I
the
don't do that
shower.
either.
Right, but you can't do that. You cannot do
Well,
that in a public
I'm telling you,
shower.
this person that's hoiking her nose is hoiking her vagina and pissing in there as well.
You cannot do
No.
vulgar stuff in public
No.
showers.
But that got me
or
thinking
toilets
in
even.
there.
I don't even think people should be shitting in
I
public
know.
toilets, to be honest.
But I was like, oh my God, people are absolutely pissing in here as well. So it's really put me off showering there. But sometimes I need to. Oh, yuck.
that is disgusting. All you should be doing there, quick rinso McGinso, in, out.
Rinso
Don't
McGinso.
even let bodily lumps
But
fall from your
yeah,
regions.
I agree. Speaking of showering though, you and I have this debate all the time. So we will be going to Pilates, and can I say it's hot mat, so you sweat like nothing on earth. Like I am the biggest. You're more of a sweater than me in like everyday life, but in Pilates, I literally look like I've jumped in a pool.
Yeah, because you try harder.
I try very hard and I do heavy weights and stuff like that. But you shower before we go to Pilates, and sometimes you do not shower after.
No, often I don't shower
yeah,
after.
okay. I thought you were going to be like, I always shower
But
after.
I take one of those wipes and wipe my pits and put new deodorant on.
Yes, but so I find this so bizarre. So Eliza showers before she goes to Pilates, and then she sweats, and then she goes about her day and doesn't shower afterwards, and then like goes to bed that night with the sweat still from the class. But I never shower before going to the gym because I'm like, oh, I'm going to sweat and stink anyway, so I might as well just go sweaty and stinky wait. And then
Wait.
I shower afterwards. So I'm like, it's
Sometimes you
so-
don't, Angel.
I don't shower straight
down,
afterwards.
calm down.
No, but that annoys me. I don't shower straight afterwards, but I shower at night then before I go to bed.
Oh, yeah, but sometimes you'll go the whole day.
Yeah, if
just
I'm not-
on a...
Yeah, I'm not doing that if I'm going somewhere or going to work or coming to record or something. It's just if I'm at home wandering around the house.
So I think that's more gross. At least I started out fresh on...
But then you've
on
got
the morning.
sweat from your... I just don't get that.
No, but I'll reapply deodorant
Yeah,
or...
you've still got all the sweat that's dried onto
Nah.
your skin and stuff. Sorry, can our Instagram... I'm going to put out a story, and I need to get a gauge of whether people think it's weird or not to shower before the gym and not after.
Sometimes I might.
Because
if I'm going
people-
out, I will.
If you're showering before and after, like no worries. But Eliza showers just before, then sweats and probably stinks, and then doesn't after. That's so rank.
You're rank because you're going to the gym with... You're going to the gym with a stinky nudge.
Where people are sweaty and stinky anyway. So
See,
I'm like,
I'm-
why would I bother cleaning when it's about to get dirty again?
I just can't fathom not having a shower when you get up. That's what it is for me. So I just need to do it. And then I feel too guilty about having 2 showers in a day. So I wipe my pits and bits.
I beg your pardon.
Get
What
on
do you
with
mean you
life.
feel guilty about having 2 showers in a
It's too
day?
waste of water. I just need, more than anything, I just want to wake myself up with a shower, go about my day, wipe my pits and bits if I need. Bob's your unkie.
Well, if you see Eliza out and about, I would just maybe stay 3 or 4 meters away from her if she's been to hot
I've
mat
never
Pilates
had a
because
BO
she'll be
issue.
stinky and she'll
I've
have a
never had a
stinky
BO
natch.
issue.
And from what she talked about earlier, she gets skitties and a lot of discharge. So she's going to have really stinky.
This is just
Really
as
stinky
usual.
crutch.
This is illegal, but so many questions we need to put out to the followers.
No.
And it's
Anywho.
funny, like we are just so different. Do we just
I know.
continue to be opposite
In
humans?
every single way
And
possible.
we're just unapologetic about it
Yeah.
and so vulgar and
know.
so open, and our parents would die if they listened to this podcast. And do you know what
Die.
else? Do you know what else? I used to actually be a private prudish person.
we are the least
I don't know what
private
happened.
people. I don't know that there's one thing that I haven't spoken about on this
No.
podcast that's
No.
happened in my life that I'm embarrassed about or anything.
I
It's
used to be
just-
so embarrassed about
I
everything.
know.
I never even used to tell my friends when I'd hook up with a boy or whatever.
It's the block though, because that just
It's the block.
everyone saw the worst in us, and we just didn't let we just let it all hang out.
and it just
so,
sort of worked, so you
yeah.
may as well just like continue on.
Yeah, why not?
Try the line.
All right, so we play some audio, a line or a quote from a reality TV show, and we have to guess the next line. So current scores at the moment: Eliza 5, Lib 3. So the audio we were about to hear is Jessica Simpson from her iconic MTV show Newlyweds. I frothed that show with Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson. Now they are no longer together.
No.
Spoiler alert! If you don't know, I think they're both remarried. I think Jessica Simpson has potentially been married twice more after that.
And I think she just had a recent
Divorce.
another breakup,
Yeah.
didn't she?
Let's have a listen to the audio.
Is this chicken what I have, or is this fish? I know it's tuna, but it says chicken by the sea. Is that stupid? Why is it called chicken by the sea or in the sea?
Sorry, that is so. She's a dumb woman.
But I actually think
That she's
she's
smart.
a bit of a Sophie Monk.
I knew you were going to say that.
in that she's not, how do I say this without offending? She's not academic,
yeah.
but she's witty and she knows what she's doing.
Like, so
Sophie
she sort of
Monk,
plays on that dumb blonde
Yes.
kind of character.
So for sure, if she sat and thought about it, she probably wouldn't have said
Yeah.
it. And for sure, that's probably what came to her mind at first. But she knew, I'm going to say this. I have
Yeah.
a reality show. I think that they forged the way for reality. Wasn't that one of the first
that was
one?
very, very early on. And like, yeah, to be honest, I feel like, yeah, I agree with you. I think she would be playing on that character. And like, look at the things that she's done in her life. She's had perfume brands and songs and movies and everything.
yeah.
So she's doing something right. Who even cares?
And that moment went viral. So
Well, oh, yeah.
I often watch Sophie Monk in what she does, and she says overtly dumb things,
Yeah.
but they're very smartly
Yeah,
delivered. Strategic and witty. And
Yeah.
so I don't think you can really put these people in the super dumb
Yeah, totally.
category. 'Cause I
Totally.
think they got something street smarts
Yeah.
almost, or something,
Yeah.
but not academic. I put myself in that same category.
No, you're
Anyway.
quite smart.
That was an iconic TV moment.
I think I know this
Yeah, I think I know it too.
because
Well,
I've seen it over and over and over and over, but I just don't know if I've like.
said the
I don't
wording.
know,
Well,
yeah.
it's tuna fish. It's tuna fish. What she was eating was tuna
Yeah,
fish.
yeah. So okay, we'll go. Do your line.
Well, that was it. It's
Oh.
tuna. What is it? Tuna fish. And why are you looking at me funny? What
Oh,
have
I've
you
gone
got to
in
say?
a
And then,
really different direction.
and it's the chicken of the sea
yes.
because tuna is the chicken of the sea.
So this is what I've said. It's called chicken of the sea, as that's the brand of the tuna.
Yeah, it's the brand of the tuna.
That's not what you
But
just
she even
said.
said it. I know it's tuna, but it says chicken by the sea.
Yeah,
that's
but
the
so-
brand, chicken of the sea.
Yeah, so I've said it's called chicken of the sea, as that's the brand of the tuna. What's
Yeah.
your exact line? You can't change it now. Say what you said.
Well, it's
turn
tuna
your
fish.
laptop around and show
Tuna
me.
fish. ... The chicken of the sea.
Okay, who wins?
Chicken of the sea is the brand. Oh. Because a lot of people eat tuna. It's like a lot of people eat chicken. So it's like the chicken of the sea.
Okay. I understand.
Sorry, that's two.
Sorry,
jingles.
you didn't
That's
mention
double
in
jingle.
your line. You didn't mention anything about the brand.
I just said to you afterward that it's the chicken of the sea.
You didn't say that was the brand.
Like it's Serena. Do you know what I mean? That has to be a double dingleberry.
Oh, that is an absolute
Thank
load
you.
of shit.
So now where are we at? 6'4".
6'4".
Sorry, chicken of the chicken of the sea. I've written here.
I should
like,
get 2 dingleberries
No,
and you should get 1.
no. I'm
But
writing
I
this down.
actually wrote
6'4".
as that's the brand of the tuna, which is what he said.
Well, he also said a lot of other things that you didn't include. So let's not be
Do you reckon I should get half
semantic.
a dingleberry?
No. One each, thank you, Jen, our producer.
Cheat.
God damn, I love tuna.
I really, really, really like tuna too.
But you like chicken more.
Yeah, I do like chicken more. I said the other day, if there was one food group that I had to give up, it would be seafood. So I love tuna. I have it probably 5 times a week. A can of tuna with like rice and stuff like that for lunch. But I could give it up.
Yet you suggested we do a fish manga tour in Japan when we go.
That was actually more selfless of me because I actually don't really love seafood all that much, but I know that you guys do, so I think it would be fascinating.
I went to the Tunarama Festival in Port Lincoln once.
Why did you do that? That is bizarre.
I was with
to
my
me.
friend Alice. Remember I went to that island, Thistle Island, and then we went across to Port Lincoln for a mini minute.
What even
for
is
a hot
that? Is it
minute.
where just what people show off their tunas?
Well, they farm tuna down there and they're huge and they have like tuna throwing. How far can you throw tuna and stuff? I don't know
feel
if it's
like
still
that's
going.
right up your alley because you like fishing and all that gear. I'd find that so boring.
Have you been to Chicken Rama?
I don't think that's a thing.
Well, we'll never know. You should have researched that, Lib, if you're such a big chicken fan.
Well, okay, I don't think I'm that much of a chicken fan that I would Google.
Crikey Moses, I tell you what though, eggs are expensive at the moment. I reckon I paid $7 for half a dozen on the weekend.
Yeah, that's actually quite expensive. I love eggs too. My God, I eat a lot of eggs. Good, high in protein. I eat a lot of boiled eggs. Remember, I took some boiled eggs from the buffet when we were in the south of France and put them in my bag and ate them about 4 hours later.
On the train. Talk about stinky nadges and stuff.
It's
that
all
was
protein.
But you fly through 6 eggs so quickly. That's 2 omelettes.
Because you put them in bloody everything. I put them in my
Pancakes.
pancake mix. I put them on toast.
You
I
should
scramble them.
Eat them rare of a morning. Chug it raw of a
no,
morning.
I never. No,
But
thank you.
the average Australian eats between 250 and 260 eggs.
A year? Or
Hold on. 250 to 260 eggs a person each year consumes
Thank
in
you,
Australia.
Because you didn't specify.
Our egg consumption is very high by international standards, apparently.
I wonder why.
Last little thing I want to say before we sort of finish up, Lib. The Australian Bureau of Statistics says, and they published this on the 10th of June, egg prices have risen 27% since April 2023, partly due to shortages caused by avian influenza outbreaks. This is more than headline CPI inflation, which has risen by 6% over the same period. I think we need to do a Cozzy Lives episode.
Is it Cozzy Lives or Cozzy Lives?
Jen, producer, Cozzy Lives or Cozzy Lives? Thanks you
So what does that
much.
mean? That's just like cost of living.
Yes.
What? So we just try and spend because to be honest, I have not made that many changes.
No.
Even though I'm earning a lot less and paying a lot more for like our rent's gone up, everything's gone up.
Yeah, we used to work full time,
Yeah.
and now we do a lot of little jobs that some aren't being we
Yeah.
aren't being paid. So, you just make ends meet, just cover the bills.
I reckon the only
not
thing
not saying woe is us. All is wonderful.
no,
They're
God,
the
no.
choices
but
that
I
we
just
make.
mean I'm saying I probably should be trying harder.
Oh, I could do so much.
I'll tell you the one thing that I do refuse to do, and that is buy 2 coffees in a day. I refuse to buy 2. I'll make one at home and I'll buy one.
Some
'Cause I'm just
people-
like, it's like $6-7.
Sorry.
We paid $7.70 yesterday for a coffee.
Some people would be mortified that we even buy one every day, but it's like our
I can't not.
it's like our joy.
Sorry, that is
moment
just
of
one
joy.
thing that I will
When you
never,
don't have a
ever give up.
husband or anything, you need a coffee. As a treat each day.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So watch that space. What are some things that we can be doing
Yeah.
to tighten our sphincters?
Yeah,
Liv
to do-
loves to tighten sphincters.
We'll do an episode on that. So let us know, what some
Oh,
little
I
tips
can
and
cut-
tricks are.
Getting me nails done or push it out a lot more. Geez, first world problems
I
for us
spend-
because we don't even have kids.
I spend an insane amount on groceries each week because I
Yeah.
really like buying meat from the butcher. It's just
you can be tightening the sphincter on that.
Yeah.
This Thursday we're trying the Animaga convention.
Yeah, how do you even say? I don't even know what this is.
No, neither. It's Melbourne's biggest anime convention, allegedly. I don't know nothing about anime.
Can I tell you the only thing that I know was that we visited a friend's house maybe 2 years ago and their son took us for a tour of the house, and their room was decorated with anime. And I was like, what's anime? And they explained that it was some
They thought
Japanese
we're the biggest
cartoon
losers.
animation sort of a scenario. That is the one and only thing I know about it.
I recall vividly that look we got when we said, what is anime?
that?
And they were just appalled and they're like,
Yeah.
get out of my room
Yeah.
immediately. So I'm sure it's wonderful, but it's never called my name.
No, God, no. I've never watched it. I've never, apparently you can read things.
I'm more for real documentaries than cartoon type gear,
I'm,
you know?
I'm more for reality TV.
LARPing made us uncomfortable because we struggled to get in character, so I can only imagine how much we'll
No, it's gonna be
stick
on
out
that-
like a sore thumb.
It's
at
going to
this
be on that
festival
level,
thing.
isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. So follow us at Try
Oh.
Before You Die for that journey, or just check us out on Eliza and Liberty. We'll put up so many polls after this episode of do you do this, do you do that,
Yeah.
get around us.
Yeah, we're going to influx your... Influx, is that? Influx your...
Inundate.
Inundate.
Yeah.
Influx
Ambush
is
you.
sort of the right tone of... Yeah, that was earlier. Anyway.
Bye.
All right, see you later.
Try before you die.